Let's go now to the United States, to the city of Oklahoma. Joining us from there, Dr. Roya Toloui. We will discuss with the professor at Oklahoma University, Dr. Toloui, the visit of the representative of the Rojava cantons, Mrs. Sina Mohammed, to the U.S. and other issues. Welcome, Dr. Toloui, to our program. You are accompanying Mrs. Sina Mohammed in some of her meetings in the U.S. What is your evaluation on her visit, which is considered as the first one from a Rojava official to the U.S.?
Yes, as you said, this was the first visit of a high official of Rojava to the United States that could get visa and come here. So I think that's so positive in the first step because she could come here. We had some rejected visas before that, so giving visa is good in the first step. And also, in diplomacy, you must be able to get your foot in the door. And then after that, you must be persistent. As Americans say, persistent face off. So this is the first, and we have to continue till we get something. And as you said, I was accompanying Ms. Sanam in several visits, especially 2 visits from Department of State. And I can tell you, it was really important in my opinion because it was in a very high level of official here, Assistant Secretary of State for the first visit. I think it's really great. And Tom Milanowski tweeted about this visit on his Facebook and on his Twitter actually. And he said that he visited 2 Kurdish women. They're trying to have a democratic society in their countries. And just a few minutes after that, actually he tweeted that a part of Kurdistan that respects women's rights will have a brighter future. And I think it's because of the effect of what Ms. Sana Muhammad told him about what's going on in Rojava. Beside Assistant Secretary, we visited Syrian desk, the coordinator of Syrian desk, also USAID and Office of Gender and Equality, and some other officials. And as I know, Ms. Sanam, after the visit that we had together, she continued some other meetings. She had some meetings with several think tanks and other officials too. And here in Oklahoma, we launched 2 events, a conference, Democracy Dialogue, and the other conference, which was Kurdish women fighting against ISIS, which faculties and students, they absolutely loved it. And they said it was very, very informative, and they have another view, a new view, another opinion about what's going on in the other part of the world, especially what's going on with Kurds. And now they know more about Kurds. So I think that was a great first visit.
In general, Dr. Toloui, the U.S. approach on Syrian crisis and the Rojava revolution is still unclear for the people of Rojava. What is your understanding of this U.S. policy?
Okay, for a long time, America have been under the effect of Turkey. And American policy, especially about Rojava, and also Bakur, is under the effect of Turkey. So it takes time. And remember that Turkey is a member of NATO, so that's a part. What my understanding was they're carefully listening and learning. And they have lots of questions, especially they are very much interested about gender equality. And they want to make sure if there is a real democracy and everybody is participating. And they think if they make sure that there's a real democracy by what they think, because personally I think, yeah, there is a democracy, but they have to be convinced. And if they make sure, they will help. On the other hand, they are willing to do humanitarian help and help to rebuilding Kobani.
At the conclusion, let me ask you the following question, as you are from Eastern Kyrgyzstan. We, as the Kurdish people, know very well how the four parts of Kurdistan are related to each other. We would like to know from you, Dr. Toloui, how the Rojava revolution has influenced Eastern Kurdistan.
As you said, all the parts of the Kurdistan, they care about each other and they are related to each other. So I think this influence is vice versa. Like every part of Kurdistan, they influence each other. And we don't forget that the first fight for Kurdish rights started Qazi Muhammad almost 70 years ago. People in Rojava, even though they look like they are suppressed under the regime of Iran, but they always care about Kurdish issue, not only in Rojava, but also in everywhere in the world, and mostly in every part of the Kurdistan. So you saw how people raised, how people protested and supported Kurdish in Kobani. And Kobani and Rojava in general gave us a new energy, a new voice. And it's important. And not only inside the Kurdistan, but also outside of the Kurdistan. Every Rojalati Kurd, I think, thought that, okay, how can I help? For example, personally, I said, okay, I'm not there to go to protest, but what can I do here? What about opening help to open the door of diplomacy on Rojava courts? So we care about Rojava a lot, I can say, and we expect the same thing. This support must be like from both sides.
Dr. Roya Toloui, you've been with us from Oklahoma. Thanks a lot for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you.